morning, students. It is today we are going to discuss about activation passions. But before that, some of the children wanted me to explain one more example about this direct and indirect speech. So that is conversation. If there is a conversation between two persons, how should we rewrite in the reported speech? That some of the children wanted me to give one more example for me. See here. As I told you, you will have a 5 marks question certainly in the examination. So be perfect in this question. Lara, will you go to your bench tomorrow? Gonzalo. I will come to your bench. Lara, do bring something for pigeons. Do bring something for pigeons. Gonzalo. I'll bring the crumbs. I'll bring the crumbs. So this is, as I told you yesterday, it's a conversation between two persons. So this is, we have to rewrite in the reported speech. And as I told you earlier, every time whenever you convert a direct speech into reported speech, that is indirect speech, we have to first see which kind of sentence it is. So here, will you go to your bench tomorrow? The question mark is there. So interrogative sentence. For an interrogative sentence, and see, in an interrogative sentence, there are two types. One is WH question, and one is without WH, that is yes or no type answers. It is just like will you bring, or will you go, for example, will you go? Then the answer will be yes or no. So these are called yes or no type questions, where WH words will not be there. WH question word will not be there. So here, let us change into indirect. Lara, question is there. So questioned or asked. Lara asked, if you want you can mention, Lara asked Gonzalo, you can mention. If not, you can directly edit it. Will you go to your bench? Lara asked, see, if or whether should come here, because it is not a, it is an interrogative sentence, and that too yes or no type question. Therefore, if there is a yes or no type question, then we must start with if or whether. So, Lara asked if, see, will you go? Will you go question. For example, you will go. It is assertive sentence. For a moment, you must think that this is, will you go, will be in this way. It is in this way. Why means, here, Lara asked if you is who? Gonzalo. So, he is, Gonzalo is a man. Therefore, he. If he, for will it is would. If he would go. This is all. It is not Lara asked if would he go is wrong. It should be, you must think that it is you will go. For a moment you think the sentence is in this way. And for you it should be he or she. But here the person whom she is addressing is a man. Therefore it should be he. He would go. He would go to, he would go to your bench. Your bench means his bench. To his bench. His bench tomorrow. The next day. For tomorrow it should be the next day. It's in direct speech if it is tomorrow. In the indirect speech you have to make it as the next day. Yesterday, if it is in the direct speech, if it is yesterday, in the indirect speech it should be the previous day. The previous day. Well, similarly, here tomorrow will be changed to the next day. The next day. These rules you should be very aware of. Simply if you write without adding the link or conjunction, if or whether, if you write this indirect speech, it is wrong. And for tomorrow, if you write as it is tomorrow only, wrong. It should be changed to the next day. Gonzalo, I will come to your bench. Gonzalo, I will come to your bench. It is which kind of sentence? Assertive sentence. So, the conjunction that in the second part, the conjunction that should be there. So, Gonzalo said that this conjunction should be compulsorily there. Said that I will go, I will come. It is I means Gonzalo. So he is a man, therefore he. For I it should be he. For will it is would. He would come. He would come to. I will come to your bench. Your bench, whose bench? Lara's bench. He would come to Lara's bench. Lara is a lady. Therefore, he would come to your, which changes to her. He would come to her bench. Her bench. Now, Lara, do bring something for peasants. Just see here. Do bring something for peasants. Which kind of sentence it is? imperative, Buddha, imperative. See here, it is started with the do. Still, it looks as if it's a question without a question word. Do you go home? Do you bring your fair notes tomorrow? This is how we ask the questions starting with to. But here it is not a interrogative sentence, it is a imperative sentence. That is, she is stressing, she is asking him to bring something. Therefore, it is imperative sentence. When it is an imperative sentence, what conjunction we should add? To. So, Lara, she is forcing him, or she is expressing him to bring something. Lara asked Gonzalo to conjunction to bring, this will disappear, to bring something for the peasants. So Lara asked Gonzalo to bring. Here in the imperative sentence, only the pronouns will change. So, Gonzalo to bring something peasants. Gonzalo, I'll bring the crumbs. Actually here, I will definitely bring the crumbs. This is what he said. But okay, you can take down this one. Gonzalo, again it is an assertive sentence. Therefore, Gonzalo said that he would bring the crumbs. He would bring the crumbs. And if at all you want to mention the object, that is, before whom he speaks, to whom he is saying this? To Lara. That is, in such case, you have to say Gonzalo told Lara. If you mention the object, that is, to whom he is expressing, he is telling. If you want to show this, it is told. Gonzalo told Lara that, again it is a assertive sentence, therefore the conjunction that should be there. That I will bring. He, for will it is, he would bring the crumbs. He would bring the crumbs. Because how the conversation should be converted into reported speech. Here you should have enough practice. Then only you will be perfect in it. Right. Copy this. Now, today we shall discuss about direct and indirect, active voice and passive voice. See. It is say active voice. Usually, we all know that when we construct a sentence, it is subject, verb, then object. It is well known as SV, subject, verb, object, SVO. For example, I go. Subject verb is there, no object is there. I go to school, object. This is how we construct the sentences in this form, SVO, subject, verb, object. Usually we use active voice when we give importance to the person who does the work. The person who does the work, if we give importance to him, then we express it in the active voice. And if the person is not important, the person who has done the work is not important, who received the work is important, or on whom the work is transferred is important, then we express in passive voice. It is, see, the police nabbed the thief. The police caught the thief. Here, this is how we give importance to the police to express that they are successful in nabbing the culprits. So, the police caught the thief. If we give importance to the incidents or the receiver of the action, then we will express in passive. For example, say Tipu was killed in the 4th battle of Anglo-Mysore War. In the 4th Anglo-Mysore War, Tipu was killed in the 4th Anglo-Mysore War. Here, who killed Tipu? Who did the work is not important for us. We are talking about Tipu Sultan. We are giving importance to Tipu Sultan. Therefore, it is we express it in the passive voice. Similarly, one example. Police caught the thief. Here, the doer of the work is police, subject. Caught, verb. Police, subject. Verb, and the thief, object. Both we have mentioned. The doer of the work and the receiver of the work. Both we have mentioned. Okay. And caught, this is verb. The verb is in the past tense. So the given sentence is in the simple past tense. We have, in our earlier class, we have discussed simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous. In past tense, again we have simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous. So this is simple past tense. Because it is say you know it is V1, V2, V3. You may be knowing this. V1 is present tense, past tense, past participle. It is subject catch. V1 is catch. Catch. V2 will become caught. Caught. V3 is also caught. Catch, caught, caught. Sing. See, sing. If it is verb sing, its past tense will be sang. And V3 is sung. It is sung. So here it is in the active voice we have used caught is V2 we have used. V2, V3 they are similar, same. There is no change in this particular word. There is no change between V2 and V3. Past and past participle, there is no change. So many of you think that it is the V3 is used here. No, it is V2 in past tense, simple past tense and active voice. In the active voice, we will use the verb V2. And when we change it into passive voice, it is object should come to the subject's place. Object should come to subject's place, then followed by verb, then subject goes to the object's place. So, the thief. The thief, it is past tense, therefore V3 we should use, but it should be followed by was. The thief was caught. The thief was caught by the police. By preposition by the police. Sir, this is what I want to stress here. See, caught is V3, not V2. In the passive voice, we don't use the verb in the V2 form. We use in the V3, that is participle, past participle form we use. This is present past tense, past participle, that is V3. The V3 we use, and it should be followed by proper helping verb, was, because the thief is singular, therefore was. Thieves, the thieves were caught by the police. If it is plural, here the subject, which is actually object in the active voice, and it comes to subject in the passive voice. Therefore, if the subject in the passive voice is in plural form, then it should be were. Follow? The thieves were caught by the police. Why I am stressing on this? You will have a question number 26, it seems. Question number 26, carrying 3 marks. Here, many of the students, what they do, was they won't use the helping verb. The police caught by the thief. The thief caught by the police. They won't use the helping verb. They will lose marks. It is not correct. So, these verbs you must practice as many as you are able to do. Drink, drank, drank, drink, drank, drank. Come, come, came, come on, come, came, come. This is how we have to practice as many as possible. Anyway, one example is taken. And she sang a song. She sang a song. Will we change to a song was sung by her? A song was sung by her. Huh? And we have Brutus stabbed Caesar. Stabbed Caesar. Julius Caesar. In your 10th standard, there was one drama for you. Julius Caesar. You are all CBSE students or state syllabus. Anyway, Brutus stabbed Caesar. So Caesar was stabbed by Brutus. Sir, that stabbed. V2, V3 are same. In some cases, in some of the cases they are different. See, all three are different. Come, came, come again. And there is a word hit. In all the three, it is same. So you should be aware of these things. Killed. Kill, present tense. Past tense, killed. And for example, the Marathas, Ahmed Shah Abdali defeated the Marathas. Ahmed Shah Abdali defeated the Marathas in the third battle of Panipat. This is what a sentence we have. Here, see, we have mentioned both the doer of the action and the receiver. We have given equal importance to both. Sometimes, if you want to give importance to the person who received, then we say the Marathas were defeated in the third battle of Panipat by Ahmed Shah Abdali. We don't mention, because we are giving importance to the receiver, not the doer. Therefore, we express this: the Marathas were defeated in the third battle of Panipat. Follow. The Marathas were defeated by Ahmed Shah Abdali. If at all you want to mention both the doer and the receiver, we have to say Ahmed Shah Abdali, the Marathas were defeated by Ahmed Shah Abdali. Sometimes if we think that it is understood or we do not want the person who does the work, we give importance to the person who receives the work or on whom the work was done. Then we just use the object only in the subject's place and we say the Marathas were defeated in the third battle of Panipat. And see, Rama killed Ravana. It's a very famous sentence. So, Ravana was killed. Ravana was killed by, understood it is. We don't feel its necessity to mention once again. So, Ravana was killed, just this much we say. By Rama is known to everyone, it is understood. Therefore, sometimes we just say Ravana was killed. Similarly, when we do the receiver of the work is important. If you feel that the receiver of the work is important than the doer, then we mention only in passive voice. In the passive voice we mention, and we will not express the doers here, because just how to change the active voice into passive voice, I have mentioned both. The thief was caught. Enough. By the police? No need. Sometimes it is understood because police only catches the thieves. Therefore, sometimes we don't mention it. The police was, the thief was caught. By yes. You take down this one. One more example I will give you. See, this second one. The Marathas see what words you should fill up here. Where? See here, what do? They will just give a hint. A hint they will give. Using the word given in bracket, fill up the blanks with appropriate word. So, how do you do this? The Marathas, plural it is. Marathas, it is plural. So, were defeated. This word they will give, this verb they will give. Using this verb, we have to rewrite, we have to fill up this with appropriate verb. So, the Marathas were defeated in the third battle of Panipat. From your textbook, I'll choose one paragraph and I'll give you. You have to, we shall see how we should change. See, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks using of the verb given in bracket. Fill in the blanks using the right form of the verb given in bracket. See, first, a fence built around someone's land by Basavaiya. Both of them dash by their supporters. Yes, one more will be there. 3 fill up the blanks will be there. Just I have reduced it to show you the example. See here. A fence, using this word build, you have to use the right form of the verb and fill up the blanks. So what it should be? A fence is singular. Yes, in passive voice. A fence was built. Yes. See? Was built. Sir, it is built. V3. We should use V3. Built. A fence was built around Tamanna's land by Basvaya. See, by Basvaya, passive voice. And see, both of them encourage. See, both, two persons are there, more than one. So plural. So what it should be? Were. Both of them were. Both of them were encouraged by their supporters. Encouraged. Both of them were encouraged by their supporters. And still it is continued. Tamanna dash advice by his supporters about the various means available. I shall continue. Tamanna advice by his supporters See, Tamanna dash advice by his supporters about the various means to get back his land. To get back his land. See, again, Tamanna, see, by his supporters, Tamanna dash by his supporters was advised. Once again it is V3 we should use. Was advised. Was advised by his supporters about the various means to get back his land. This is a 3 marks question, question number 26 in the question paper. 3 marks question. Only 3 fill up the blanks will be there, and the heading will be fill in the blanks using the right form of the verb given in bracket. And this is all in past tense only. In the past tense only, you need not write is built. Or both of them are encouraged. No. The story in your lesson is in the past tense only. So, was built. Tamanna's land by Basvaya. Both of them were encouraged by their supporters. Say, by their supporters. That is, who does the work is also given. Sometimes they will not give this only. Okay? Tamanna's land, See, a fence was built around Tammana's land. They may not mention this one. This by Basavaya, they may not mention, thinking that he is not important. So then too we will have the same answer. This is how question number 26 purely how to write the using the verb, how to fill up the blanks, and it carries 3 marks. So be aware of this. Right. Thank you. We shall see the remaining tomorrow.